Ohio. This evening, December 1st, 1990, we welcome you to our newest premier news station, CON, Central Ohio News, for this very special year-end broadcast. As many of you know, recently East Central Ohio News, ECON, merged with West Central Ohio News, WCON, and as one news station, we hope to serve our viewers even better. I will be hosting this new combined station along with WCON's Donna Tutenberg.
That's right, Fran! Together we'll be bringing you all the latest and greatest news stories from your town and around the world. To mark our very first broadcast as a Central Ohio News team, we'll be taking a look at some of our favorite stories this year from WCON and ECON.
We'll be doing recaps of the most influential and interesting events that happened here in Ohio and around the world in this past year. Starting off tonight, we're going to cover the biggest local news stories that impacted your neighborhood. Like the massive cuts made in the WC1 laundry division in Mansfield. This year, the Westinghouse plant lost 2 more product lines to a sister plant in Connersville, Indiana. Tragically, this prompted the downsizing of the plant's workforce from 800 down to 150 people. The United Auto Workers Union accepted a deal for a 4-year wage freeze for those who stayed at the plant.
WC1 used to be Mansfield's largest employer. The company came to town in 1918 and started with only the Westinghouse plant before expanding outwards.
Although tragedy struck in Ohio this year, there were also heartwarming moments that lifted the moods of even our grouchiest viewers. Here's a replay of an interview that took place last March at WCON with Jeanette Lancaster.
Oh, this one is so cool!
Donna, you can't!
Hello, I'm here in Grand Rapids speaking with Mikey Jameson, who's responsible for saving the life of a local student who fell into the river. Mikey, can you tell us what it was like jumping into that raging river?
Well, Jeanette, I was doing some hiking there up on the trail, and I heard some screaming in the distance, and I figured it was just like some kids messing around after school, you know? But then I heard one call out for help. So I went down to the river, and I saw a boy drowning in the river. And so I was like, save him. And so I jumped in the river, and it was very cold. I grabbed him by the back, and I...
Whoa, what's that in your hand there?
This was just a rock that I found. I thought it looked like Elvis, so I kept it.
That's astounding. You saw it here first, folks. A rock that looks just like Elvis. Let the camera get a good shot of that shiny piece of national treasure.
Okay. So are we gonna get back to my story about?
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we've got here, folks. Back to Dawn in the studio.
Wow, such an amazing find. So like 5 years ago, I'm eating these chips, and I pull one out. It looks just like my face.
Did it really? You have to show me that sometime.
I eated it, Fran.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Anyways, moving on to our next story.
Hold the phone, Fran. We've got a severe storm warning coming in from our very own Aaron Weatherson. We go now live on the scene where Aaron is braving the conditions to bring you this report.
Hello, Ohio! I'm here in what could be the storm of the century. And I'm not sure how much longer this connection can keep. Oh, if you are in low-lying area, you need to get out now. The area is beginning to flood, and I only fear it's going to get worse. Get your families out now! Ah!
What a crazy storm. I kind of want to go swimming in those floodwaters. It's always a good time. This one time, my backyard flooded, and the current sucked my cat and I down the creek.
Donna!
What? He was fine. He was on a leash.
Your cat was on
You know what? I'd love to talk more about this, Bran, but we've got to get back to our story. This year has seen many expansions in the understanding of the universe around our planet. NASA launched a new satellite in April that they call the Hubble Space Telescope. Unfortunately, WCON was unable to acquire the rights to the audio at the time. We've created sound effects here in the studio instead.
Pew pew pew.
What?
Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew.
Here at CON, we'll make sure to keep our viewers updated on any discoveries made by this satellite.
And make sure you'll know about any impending alien invasions.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey there, I'm Craig Crikey, and I'm here in the middle of the Yukon wilderness looking for the elusive bear wolf. Now this wolf is highly aggressive and territorial, so we have to be very quiet on our Uh-oh.
My name is David, Entrepreneur Davidson, and I'm here today to talk to you about my newest invention I've specifically designed to make your life better. May I present to you the beverage placement maintainer. Do you ever get tired of your drinks ending up sprawled all over the floorboards? Well, my new invention can prevent all of these things. Stay tuned later tonight to see it in action.
Have you seen Donna? Welcome back to CON. We'll now take a look at WCON's most watched sports coverage of this year, a certain knockout of stories. Here's a recap from all the way back in February.
We've seen a lot of action in the sports world this year, but none perhaps as shocking as the fight between Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. Nobody was expecting the outcome of this amazing match, as seen here in my live recreation. Intern. Bam! Down he goes! I bet a lot of people lost money on that match. The 42-1 underdog, Buster Douglas, beats the heavyweight champ of the world. What a twist. That's all for sports for today. On to you, Donna.
Now on to something a little more familiar. A local movie theater acquired the rights to show the hit movie It, and people were lined up and down the street to see it. WCON's own Stacey Corwell was on scene at the movie theater back in November. She had some exclusive interviews with excited moviegoers.
I'm here on the scene of the brand new movie It. It's supposed to be the scariest movie ever made. Let's see what those in line have to say about it. Hey there! Are you guys ready to see It? And by It, I mean the movie?
Oh yeah, I've wanted to see It for like ever.
What's It?
It.
What's that?
The movie that we're here to see.
Oh yeah! How about you, sir? Do you think it'd be as scary as they say?
Nope, nothing scares me. I'll probably punch that clown in the face.
I just scared you a second ago, though.
Nope, I was just getting right into battle position. Just in case you're gonna mug me, I was just getting ready.
I see. Well, that's all we got for this report. Back to Don in the studio.
Wow, what a scary movie it was. Okay, so this one time I went to the scariest haunted house. It was full of clowns.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. On the other hand, I think that was one of the best times I've had in like 5 years.
Donna, I understand that things might have been different when you were there at WCON, but here at CON, we like to make things more—
Bran? Please. We can't get off topic here. You know, we are crunched for time, and we still have one more international story to cover. Can we just make it a little bit professional?
Can we please?
We sure can, Fran. Let's finish this out with a bang.
This year, the German Democratic Republic was absorbed into the Federal Republic of Germany. This resulted in the reunification of the entire country of Germany, including the city of Berlin.
This came a little less than a year after the Berlin Wall was torn down, breaking the physical barrier between East and West Berlin. Even before the wall was torn down, however, it was mistakenly announced by Günter Schabowski that the wall was open to travel through, effective immediately.
This is what eventually led to the reunification, as immigration from East to West Germany was a large hit to the population of East Germany and nearly crippled the German Democratic Republic.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for joining us for our very first combined broadcast here at CON as we looked back on the year.
I'm Fran Offen.
And I'm Donna Tootberg.
Good night, Ohio. I was like, when it comes after, Ma!